Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Tonight, we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson going to come out throwing. Campbell making the catch.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Raiders put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Colts come to the line, ready to
start their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now Murray. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Gaines. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Unsuccessful. When you have 1 yard to get, how many times
count on your offense?
Exactly. How many times we heard a team say that? If you can't get 1 yard in this situation, well, they tried it, didn't get it. I still think it was the right play.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer move. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. To the right side, this is Taylor.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Here's Wilson to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
They'll start with the option.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Austin, the man in motion left. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Murray now on 1st down.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice.
There he goes, left side.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Wilson. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
14-yard line.
2nd down and 3. On the counter, it's Taylor. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
19 right. Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
On 3rd down, Gaines.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
On 1st and 10,
Gaines.
Gaines. Looking for Austin, intercepted.
22 yards.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the Raiders have got him. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener and a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Running left, Taylor. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Third and long, it's Wilson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Gaines. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To throw on second down. Gaines. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Harris able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Open man is Duvernay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Vegas. 47 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Murray now. Buying time to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Murray. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Now looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked. The 15-yard line.
To number 89. It's a gain of 65 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes it quick, and the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points. And the ball is knocked out. And the Colts pick it up. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 1.
They run once more with Taylor.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
On third down, here's Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts have even the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter.
His kick is good.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will put them on top here in the third.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Fair catch. Made on the 24-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
The third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Gaines. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Hey, pass. Drop 60, drop 60.
To throw on 3rd down. Gaines.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
That one good for 24 yards.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight. Don't shoot. 19, 18.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gaines. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to the running game with Jacobs.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Murray under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Wilson. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Again, it's Taylor. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run here with Taylor. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Colts put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Fair catch. 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give to Taylor. They find some open field here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
He's got a man
just inside of 10 seconds to go. They'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Throwing now is Murray.
He's going to take another shot here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Indianapolis, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.